policy support, capacity building, and farmer-centric soil health initiatives. Just to give you an idea of his research areas, he has worked extensively in the areas of micronutrient deficiencies in soils and crops, soil nutrient mapping and diagnostics, integrated and balanced fertilization strategies, enhancing nutrient use efficiency for sustainable productivity. This was a very brief or nutshell introduction of Dr. Behera. I would now invite Dr. Behera to initiate the session with initiate the session. Over to you, Dr. Behera.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Sama, for kind words. Good afternoon, everybody. Esteemed Director of the Institute of Indian Institute of Soil Science, Dr. Manohar Yohantaji, and Dr. Sama from IMMA and other representatives from IMMA and distinguished participants on this occasion. So I have been given the task to present about the soil micronutrient maps of the country. So under the, as Dr. Sama mentioned, I am looking after the project All India Coordinated Research Project on micro and secondary nutrients and pollutant elements in soils and plant. So we are continuously involved in delineation and reassessment of micronutrient status, secondary and micronutrient status in different parts of the country under this All India Coordinated Project on Micro and Secondary Nutrient, shortly we call as ASRP MSP. So under this, we have published E-Atlas containing block-wise secondary and micronutrient maps of 640 districts of the country in the year 2018. If you see the average deficiency in our country, it's zinc is the most deficient micronutrient among the micronutrients. It's around 36-37% soils are deficient, and followed by boron 23%, then iron 13%, and 7% manganese, and copper 4%, and molybdenum deficiency is sporadic and different in some patches of different states of the country. And this E-Atlas has been placed in our website. You can see, you get the information for different districts of the country. And this data also we have shared with Department of Agriculture, Cooperation and Farmers Welfare, also in Bhumi Geo portal of NBSS LUP, and these maps are being updated continuously. We are in the process of updation also. Along with this, we have prepared atlases for different states, because basically these maps, whatever we have published for different districts of the different states, so it will be used by the stakeholders in different states, maybe farmers or extension agencies and fertilizer companies. So for different states, maybe 10 to 12 states, we have prepared these atlases in vernacular languages as well as in English language also. It contains block-wise fertility maps, especially secondary micronutrient fertility maps for different districts of different states, along with their recommendations. And after the 2018, I think these maps being updated for different states. Some atlases have been published in the year of 2020, 2021, then 22, 25, recently 24 also, 25 also published for some states. If you see the current status of zinc deficiency in the country, in different parts of the country, if you see around, as I said, 37% soils are deficient. It is deficient means deficient and acute deficient. If you see the latent deficiency, it's around again 20, 21, 22% soils are having latent deficiency. We are telling acute deficiency means it's less than 0.3 ppm of zinc. Then if it is deficient, then 0.3 to 0.6 ppm. When you are telling deficiency percentage, you are combining acute deficiency and deficiency together, and you are telling that, okay, this much soils are deficient. If you see the latent deficiency, equally percentage of soils also, or area having latent deficiency also. In these areas also, if you are apply zinc to the crops, they are responding. So if you are not managing these soils now, then it may be going to the deficiency or acute deficiency situations. If you see the zinc deficiency soils, the soil types having mostly associated with zinc deficiency, generally it is found in soils having coarse texture soil, high pH soil, soil having low organic carbon, calcareous soil, or intensively cultivated soils having zinc deficiency. If you see the state-wise distribution of zinc deficiency, some of the states having around 50-60% area having zinc deficiency. Suppose you can see in these figures, state like Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, and Goa, they having more than 50%, around 60% area having zinc deficiency. Some states having 35%, some states having 40% area having zinc deficiency. So this distribution is different in different states, and this lower figure is showing that each state wise how many districts having area more than 50% area having zinc deficiency. Suppose Madhya Pradesh around 37 districts are there. These districts are having more than 50% area zinc deficiency. So we need to concentrate on these areas where deficiency area is more in these districts especially, and in particular in different states. After zinc deficiency, this boron deficiency is around 23-24% soils of the country are having boron deficiency. But if you see the statewide distribution, it's again different. It varies from 7% to up to 60% area having boron deficiency. States like Jharkhand, Kerala, Nagaland, Odisha, extent of boron deficiency is much more. Also, if you see the districts, number of districts having more than 50% area boron deficiency, if you see the Odisha, 11 districts having more than 50% area boron deficiency, followed by Kerala and Karnataka, 8 districts and 7 districts for Karnataka, and so on and so forth. Iron deficiency is concentrated in the states of Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra, and some areas Bihar, and in states like Telangana, Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh, and Bihar I already mentioned. This is also spreading in some areas. So we are getting iron deficiency in these areas. At the same time, we are having iron toxicity also in the states of Odisha and Kerala, and we have to adopt different management practices to manage iron toxicity in these states, especially Odisha, Kerala, and some persons in some areas in northeastern states. Again, if you see the statewide distribution, unlike zinc and boron, the area distribution is less, means percentage area having iron deficiency. In Rajasthan, around 28% area. In Gujarat, around 20% area. Maharashtra, around 17% area having iron deficiency. And number of districts having more than 50% area deficiency. In Uttar Pradesh, you can find 6 districts having more than 50% area iron deficiency. Punjab, 4 districts. And Madhya Pradesh, 3 districts having more than 50% area iron deficiency. Manganese deficiency also localized, and it is found in states of Punjab, Rajasthan, Haryana. For that, we need to concentrate on manganese management in soil crop situation in these states. If you see the area state-wise, Punjab and Rajasthan only 28%, and this is 34% for Rajasthan having area deficient in manganese. And number of districts is Rajasthan 5 districts and Tamil Nadu 1 district having more than 50% area having deficiency. That means some districts, some states having districts also 25 to 50% category will also come. Here we are giving we have given area number of districts having more than 50% deficiency. For copper deficiency, so again it's localized in state of Rajasthan, and some persons in Punjab and Haryana copper deficiency is prevalent, and very less quantity, less extent it is there. Distribution also there, we have data for state-wise and district-wise deficiency percentage, area deficiency in, for copper also. As I said, manganese molybdenum deficiency is localized. It's prevalent in some persons of Odisha, West Bengal, Kerala, and Himachal Pradesh. We need to go for molybdenum application for certain crops, especially coal crops, cabbage and cauliflower in states like Himachal Pradesh and Odisha and West Bengal for ameliorating molybdenum deficiency in those areas. We have also identified the extent of multi-micronutrient deficiency. With sole or single nutrient deficiency, we have identified some areas having 2 or 3 or 4 nutrient deficiency at the same time. Same soil having zinc plus boron, simultaneous deficiency, zinc plus iron, simultaneous deficiency, then zinc plus manganese, simultaneous deficiency, but their extent is very less. If you see the out of samples analyzed, we are having around 10% soils having soil plus zinc, sulfur plus zinc deficiency, followed by zinc plus boron, then sulfur plus boron, then zinc plus iron, and so on and so forth. But if you see the 4 nutrients, zinc, boron, iron, manganese deficiency together, it is there, but extent is less. Extent is less. And we have also mapped the areas or districts having this multi-nutrient deficiencies, 2 or 3 nutrient deficiency in different districts. What is the percentage of soils having deficiency of these nutrients? This information also we are having. Then besides this status analysis, we have analyzed the spatiotemporal variability of sulfur and micronutrient also. We are whether there is a general question when we are going for mapping of a particular area, so how much times to what extent this information will be available. Okay, so we have selected some areas in Uttarakhand as well as in Haryana and found that try to find out what is the change of status of this micronutrient sulfur and micronutrient over a period of time with existing management practices. And we found that over a period of 5 or 6 years or 7 years, there is change. There is change in deficiency pattern of sulfur and micronutrient in different parts of the country. If you are going for proper management, then it's maintaining the status. If you are not going for the sulfur or micronutrient management, then deficiency percentage is increasing. Okay, if you are going for management and there is also accumulation of some nutrients like especially zinc, and there is deficiency percentage where getting reduced. So there is a chance. So especially if you are going for mapping, we need to go for this assessment every 5 to 6 years so that we can have better idea of correct deficiency. Then at the same time also we have taken some bigger areas for establishing the management zones. So what is the use of this management zone maps? Because if you are taking Shivalik Himalayan region or Narmada River Basin region or Indo-Gangetic Plain regions, so what is the strategy for management of micronutrient and sulfur in these regions? Along with this secondary micronutrient data and other associated soil properties, we have prepared the management zones. If you are, suppose you take the case of Indo-Gangetic Plain, and if you are this plain, if you are going for sulfur micronutrient management, and if you are dividing this area in different zones, like 6 zones we have given. So for different zones, depending upon the nutrient deficiency, you can plan your management for different regions of a particular zone. This is for policy planning and supply of fertilizer or supply of customized fertilizers with different crops and cropping system. These maps are very useful. This information also we have created for northeastern region also, the northwestern Indian Himalayan region also, different agriculturally important regions of the country. After this also, we have formulated this micronutrient management practices based on the soil soil values of this one available zinc, copper, iron, manganese, boron. So based on the soil test values, so you have to go for different management practices. If it is acute deficiency, you need to apply more zinc. If it is deficient, then you have to apply the relatively less quantity of zinc. And if it is latent deficient, still less quantity also work. So like that, we have given recommendation of these micronutrients for different fertility classes for micronutrients, depending on the DTP extractable zinc, copper, iron, manganese, copper. This is all about what to have done for this identifying the deficiency in the country and how to go for management of this micronutrient deficiency in different parts of the country. This is all about this mapping and their management. Thank you. Any question? If there is any questions, I'm happy to take up the questions.
Yeah, somebody from EcoAgris, Edis Agro.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you for this summarized explanation on the micronutrient status of the Indian soils. Is there anybody who has any questions related to this?
Yeah, good afternoon to everybody. I am
You can
Kishore
answer.
Shetty. Yeah, Kishore Shetty from
Yes.
Multiplex Group.
I think we can stop the screen share, right?
Hello.
Yes, we are hearing. Please go ahead.
I am Kishore Shetty from Multiplex Group.
Okay.
See, you were telling about sulfur, sir. But what
Yes.
about calcium and magnesium, sir? Because
Yes.
secondary
Yes.
nutrients, it is totally now orphaned. Totally orphaned, I should say. In FCO also, except straight nutrients, mixture is not suggested.
Yes. Now, actually, this is, I think, micronutrient maps, sulfur I told, additional things I told. But
Okay.
so far as micronutrient research is concerned, sulfur data very much available with us.
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes.
we have also exchangeable magnesium maps for different states. In some states, we are having exchangeable calcium, exchangeable magnesium status also. And
Okay.
we have research findings also. Crops are responding to magnesium fertilizer application. Some states, especially in states of Tamil Nadu and Kerala,
Yes, sir.
we have evidence. In other states also, we are trying to see whether magnesium crops are responding to magnesium application or not. And this data also, it is there for some states. We don't have all the states data, but we are in the process of generating this data also. Exchangeable calcium, magnesium. We have sulfur data, available sulfur data for all the states, along with micronutrient data.
Yes. Okay. Thank you,
Sir,
Doctor.
are these maps going to be available, will be available to the companies to access, or is there any portal or any way that these can be, accessed?
Yes. I think we received two queries regarding this from two of your associated companies, and I told them also. I think I showed some of the state-wise bulletins, atlases we have published. So directly they can purchase these bulletins or atlases from different states. I can give the contacts, okay, contact numbers. So directly you can purchase. For some states, we have not yet prepared the atlases. We are in the process. For those information, I think we have e-atlas data placed in our website. For that, we have to fix the price and you have to pay the amount, and we can provide these maps. And if you need the updated maps also, we can provide that, provided our director is there. So we can fix the price for that. So that can be done. That can be said.
Samaji, what Dr. Beheda said, we are in the process of fixing the price. We had a discussion with him also. I had a discussion with Dr. Beheda. So very soon we are going to fix that because there is a demand and people are asking and and inquiring about all those things. So we thought of, okay, because we have prepared these maps, and process, updating those maps from time to time. Also, we have so many maps, so many atlases, so many things. And what Dr. Behra mentioned also, they are available with our coordinating centers also. So they can buy from there, and all those maps that can be bought from our website and through us, through our website only, or directly they can contact us in the process. We'll fix it very soon, actually. In fact, maybe next 10 to 15 days, we'll be updating our website, the rates for those maps for district-wise. That will decide what would be the special scale of those maps, all those things, and availability will be there accordingly. It will be available very soon.
Sir, there is some portal or some site that I had heard about Bhumi,
Bhumi portal. Okay.
Bhumi portal, yeah. So is that functional and is it like open source, accessible
Dr.
material?
Behra will tell a bit about that.
No. It's we have given the data for sulfur, zinc, copper, iron, manganese, pH, and soil organic carbon also. Information we have given to NBSS LUP that they have this. They are hosting this Bhumi portal, this portal, and it is available. You can see it, but you can see it. You cannot access it.
Sir, Sir, I tried accessing the Bhumi portal, but somehow it was not functioning.
What happened? that is the same complaint we made to our headquarters also. In between, it was working fast. If you open it,
I
it will
think
go fast.
accessibility,
But
they
sometimes
may
it will very
charge.
slow.
But you can
Okay.
see it actually, but
You can
access
see.
just like, because it is our data, our map, they may only show you, but they cannot give you access those data, all those
Yes,
things you
yes.
can get from us through by payment basis. Maybe that could be the reason that they are not fully, you may see it, but you cannot access the data or the maps directly or download them.
Okay.
This
Okay.
could be the reason.
Okay, sir. Okay. Does anybody have any other questions?
You need to unmute yourself first before asking a question.
Yes, please go ahead. Is anybody
There
asking
are
any
few
question?
questions on our YouTube. Can I
Okay.
take those?
Yeah, sure, Patil,
Yes,
go ahead.
yes.
Yeah.
One, Anita Ramdasi. Username is Anita Ramdasi 5217. The question is, do you have any digital maps available for sharing with us?
Dr. Behera?
It's not, these are just creeked maps. Okay. Now there is a method for developing digital soil maps. When we are preparing digital soil maps, along with the point data, we are considering environmental covariates like elevation, soil, rainfall, climate data, NDVI, all these things. That's a methodology to prepare digital soil maps, and that is a different approach and advanced approach. But whatever present data we are having, this is simply creeked map. With point data, using ArcGIS software, we have so we are showing the distribution of deficient zinc availability or sulfur availability in different parts of the country. Of course, yes, this is soil digital mapping. It's a new approach. It's, I think, future it will be used in by various researchers, various stakeholders in a big way. It's coming.
And sir, how frequently are these maps upgraded? Like,
Yes, it's very good question. As I told, in spatiotemporal variability also, we found that within 5 years or 6 years, so there is a change. There is change in distribution pattern of nutrients. So we have kept 5-year cycle. We also need time to go for collection of sample,
sure.
analysis, preparation of map. It takes around 5 years. So 5-year cycles we are keeping for updating these soil fertility maps, whatever you are doing.
And sir, the entire country is divided into around 8 to 9 agroclimatic zones. So
Yes.
most of these soil maps are state-based, or they also consider the agroclimatic zone of the country?
Yes, it's a very good question again. This is nothing but putting the boundary line. Okay. In these maps, we are putting state boundary line and preparing maps. If you put the agroclimatic boundary line, and you can prepare the agroclimatic wise maps also. And
Okay.
there is different ways of doing kriging also. If you are doing kriging state-wise, bit different scenario will come. If you are kriging a country as a whole, that scenario will be different. Okay. So, but there is not much difference will be there. And simultaneously, for agricultural zone wise also, we have prepared maps also for this also. Just simply putting the this agricultural zone boundary, we can develop.
You can only change the boundary, the values remain same, because point
Yes,
you get all.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
Boundaries are for administrative purpose only. Otherwise,
Sure.
values are taken based on the grid points, whatever
Yes.
sampling techniques remain the same. Any other questions from anybody?
Hello. Yes, sir. Can I speak?
Yes,
Please.
Yeah. See, I just had a query. Like, see, these charts have been prepared, and how often is this data updated?
Yes. As I said earlier, we are keeping 5-year cycle. Okay.
Sorry.
5 years. 5 years.
5 years.
Okay.
It's
So
a
we
big
are,
country.
yes,
And second thing, what he actually presented, we have observed from our research, from our data bank, that 5 to 6 years, there is a change, a temporal change in the values. The values are changing. He has mentioned that also in one of the slides. So from the basis of their research work, and they have found that 5 to 6 years is the time that we should renew our map, because it's changing with time. The deficiencies, symptoms are coming up. New areas are identified, multi-nutrient deficiency in one place, sulfur, zinc, the max, like that. So they have identified those things also. So they consider that as 5 years is good time, the interval to update your map.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes.
Welcome.
Any more questions? Omkar, is there any questions on YouTube or?
Just one. What are the best methods for interpreting soil resource maps at the farm level to create precision nutrient management plans? So
Okay.
basically, any soil testing kits recommended by ICAR.
What
No,
what was the question exactly? Could you
Yeah, the
please?
question is, what are the best methods for interpreting
Okay, interpret
soil resource maps at the farm level?
the best method to interpret the soil level maps. The interpretation what? If you interpreting the map means the nutrients that you are looking at from the deficiency or sufficiency of those nutrients from the map. Accordingly, you will interpret whether what he mentioned that, whether you go for there is a sufficiency or deficiency of any nutrient. Accordingly, you will go for recommending those micronutrients or secondary nutrients, or maybe major nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. Accordingly, your fertilizer recommendation will be based on your soil test values. That is also soil test value. The map that's depict also the soil test values taken at that particular point of time. So accordingly, you will prepare your management plan, whether it's a sufficiency or deficiency. Either it's moderately deficient, sufficient. There are many categories that he mentioned also. Accordingly, for micronutrients, they have mentioned whether 5 kg, 10 kg, 7 kg of particular rate of those salts or maybe the compounds may be added to the soil to get rid of those deficiencies. So that is the management plan, one management plan. Regarding instruments, all those things, that will be different. That part is the soil testing part, whether you are using some kind of instrument developed by just like we developed the Pariksha that in 2014-15, that used also for soil health card for long ago. But now we are not planning, we are developing something else now. So with time, better, all those things. So they are available, but interpretation is based on the deficiency and sufficiency level of a particular nutrient in the map. Accordingly, you can plan your management practices for different crops, because if that deficiency zinc for which crop, how much you have to add. So like that, if it is nitrogen deficient for which crop, then how much you are going to add for that particular crop, what is the state recommendation or dose, recommended dose. Accordingly, you can manipulate your dose based on the soil values. Like that, only you can interpret your interpret from the map. Map gives the interpretation of particular nutrient sufficiency or deficiency level. Then management plan, you can have your different crops. Dr. Behra, on to add
right. Yes.
Right?
Correct. Yes. Right.
Just to add to the same question, sir. So currently there is no such soil testing device which is recommended by ICAR or developed by ICAR, which is in practice.
See, there are many other institutes they have, because just like PUSA STFR, that is developed by PUSA Institute, we had also Sagrita Pariksha. Now that's going to be, because we are planning something else. So we are, because technology, they become obsolete with time. So if you get a better one, just move. We are preparing a better one than with the Pariksha. So we are going to have that one maybe next 6 months to 1 year down the timeline. Similarly, STFR is there. There are other institutes, they have both qualitative and quantitative assessment through their testing kit. So you can find from maybe Indian Institute of Rice Research, they have some, even some companies also, they have some startups, they also. But it depends on how efficient or accurate they are and how many nutrients, measure and micronutrients they take. Just like Mrida Parishak, we had 13 at that point of time based on the soil health card. So we did that. But others also, they have number of maybe 11 to 13, 14, depends on And the accuracy level depend on the kind of technologies and the methodology they follows. So availability there, I can list 4 or 5, but
Mhm.
depends how many are there
So
in the
there
market.
is a clear scope for IMMA companies to develop one or associate with maybe institutions or such startups and make a device which could be then presented to ICAR.
Mhm.
There is a scope. I mean, I can see a commercial angle
Yes,
in this.
like see, if you have a instrument developed and you want to test and validate and improve the accuracy and see whether that instrument is good enough to recommend fertilizer for different crops based on the soil test values that the instrument gives us. So it is possible because ICAR, ISS Bhopal, we help companies, startups to go for testing and validating their technologies through us. So they're most welcome to come forward and join us, and they can get that testing done by us and get the certificate for their instrument, whether it is working level of accuracy, definitely, yes, because for different, whether major or micronutrients, that is possible. It is not, we accept that. We also
Okay.
encourage also companies to come forward and join us and get their testing done through us.
Okay.
Sir, I have one question. I'm Devendra Dange.
Yes, please.
Do you have any comparative maps of all this since last 15 years, what you are testing? What was the difference when the zinc 10 years back, 5 years back, and at the present for all
Dr.
these
Mehra?
nutrients?
Yes, Dange Sahab, I told earlier also, I
Yes.
presented spatiotemporal variability, how this distribution pattern or deficiency status is being
Mhm.
changed with
Yes.
period of time. And we could find that within period of 5 to 6 years, 7 years, there is a change. Okay, in some persons, some persons of the study area, there is change in distribution pattern. If you are managing, if you are not, suppose you are going for intensive cultivation, you are not supplying sulfur or micronutrient or secondary nutrients, only you are concentrating on nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, then definitely you will find after 5 years, 6 years, some area having deficiency of sulfur or micronutrients. It will be there. It will be there.
Okay, anyone else who has a question? No more questions online as well, Omkar?
Mm, no, nothing related to the topic, ma'am, now.
Okay.
Okay, so since there are no more questions, I would take this opportunity to thank Dr. Mohanty and Dr. Behra. Really thank you, firstly, for accepting our initiative and being a part of it, and then removing time from your busy schedules and conducting this session. And we also look forward to the next line of 6 sessions that we have suggested or requested you people to conduct for us. Thank you very much, and hope to meet you in the next month for the next session, which is on chelates, agroeconomic benefits of chelates. And I hope all participants present today will also join the session wholeheartedly, as we have good numbers of participants today. We expect the same numbers to maintain in the next session as well. Thank you, Dr. Behra, and thank you, Mohanty. Thank you once again. And we look forward to the next session. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, IMMA, taking this initiative and interact with you. It's a first time we are doing such kind of things because it never happened. Maybe in ICAR system, we never had such kind of interaction with the industry and association directly and discuss with certain issues and certain areas that actually helpful for the industries to come forward with new products and initiative also. So this interaction will keep continue. We will keep continue with this one also. Absolutely, our pleasure to interact with you, because by this time we also get a few questions from your side that will also help us to do our research in a better way. So from ISS and from my personal behalf and Dr. Behera, because he also agreed in short notice, and everything discussed and decided yesterday only. So today we are presenting. So it's a good thing that we are always ready. That means whenever you ask us, whenever we are always ready. So absolutely no problem from our side. I mean, we means ICAR. It's not only ISS Bhopal. ICAR is ready to support whatever the best possible way to the industry, we'll do that. So this is our commitment for the country. So thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you.
See you again in the next last Friday of next month again, and we'll come with the maybe new presenter and new ideas about Gillette, and maybe we'll discuss that who will be the presenter, because we'll get 1 month time to do that.
Sure.
So thank you everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Doctor.
Thank you. Thanks
There
to
is
all.
one point I would like to mention here, Dr. Behra. I had referenced a lot of your research papers when we were doing the compendium which IMMA had authored. So a lot of your reference papers has been published. We have also included in the compendium, and a similar sort of data is also available to IMMA member companies if you just go through the compendium also. So Dr. Behra and Dr. Shukla, your co-authored papers are a part of the compendium.
Okay. No, madam, we expect whatever information you are generating, data you are generating, you expect your associated companies, members to utilize